Welcome back everybody. So guys, we've learned about a lot of things in the CSS3, but right now I'm gonna open up a new chapter, an interesting thing of the CSS3, the transition effect. What is the transition? Before applying the transition, I'm just gonna show you the reason to teach you the transition. Basically this is the div1's hover. Okay, I'm just applying the background here, only the background for now, the red. Okay, I'm just applying the red background. If I just refresh now, if I just hover the mouse, now it's becoming the red. Well, instead of the red, why not I just apply the brown, which can be more beautiful. Now it is brown. Okay, this is pretty simple, but I'm just gonna teach you some interesting things, so you should be ready for that. If I just apply the transition effect, the transition, then what I just need to do, I can call the properties which are already called in the hover area, and I can make them apply in a transitive way. I'm going to show you how. This is the background. I'm just going to calling the background because the background is only the property which is in the hover. Now, in how much seconds you want to transit this background? I just want to transit the background in 2 seconds. Okay, now save and go to the browser and refresh, and now hover the mouse back. Okay, it's converting but lightly in the transitive way in 2 seconds. I think you got what I'm just doing. Pretty awesome and pretty simple. Just simply need to call the property, and then you can see that I just applied the property and just mentioned the seconds. This is a simple transition. Well, this is not the background you can apply on the transition. If I just put the width, or yeah, width is okay, width, and I'm just applying the 300 px. You can see that the original one was the 200. I'm just applying 300 in the hover state of this div1 when the mouse hover on an element. Refresh, and now hover the mouse back. Now you can see that it's hovering and the color is changing transitively, but the width is changing directly. So now, do you want to pass the width in transition too? So add a comma and add the value of the width. Just simply call the width to. Now just mention the second again. So I'm just typing the 2s there and saving and going back to the browser and refreshing. Now hover the mouse. So in 2 seconds both of the actions are about to done. I can put the 5 px here too, so 5 seconds, sorry, not the px. So now hover the mouse and the background has been changed, but the element is still changing. Well, something more, I just want to clear you that we are just defining the transition duration in the transition shorthand property. So there the background and the value and actually the transition duration. You can mention that in the new property as a new property too, as a transition duration. Okay, you can put the 2s or the 5s, whatever you want, but it will apply for all the transition. Okay, so the preferred method is this one, the shorthand, because we are just using these several properties. The other way, I'm just gonna show you that which is basically called the transition timing function. I'm just gonna describe there. Well, why I'm just doing this, I'm just gonna clear you some more things. If I just put the 10 or the 5s is okay and save and go to the browser and refresh. Now hover the mouse, you can see that it is starting from the slow and ending to slow. Well, basically starting from slow, then became fast, then slow back. I'm gonna show you in the better example. For example, if I just press enter, or if I just put the 400 px and now refresh and hover the mouse, it is starting from the slow, then fast, then slow again. Okay, you can see that it's slow again, and hover the mouse, is starting, then ending and starting is slow. So basically this is called the is, which means the default value. But if you just want to make them equal in all the timing, starting, ending, and in the middle timing, so let's just add in is enter, add in a space and put the linear. The linear means refresh and hover. Now same speed is starting to end. You can see that the same speed it is going, same speed to come back. Okay, the same speed from starting to the end is called the linear. In the same way, if I just copy this div and make it the div 2, yes, and just simply copy all these properties including its hover, and for now I'm just putting here the, instead of the linear, I'm just putting the A's in. What the mean of A's in? If I just refresh in the, oh man, what is happening? Okay, this should be the div 2. I just forgot about this div 2, and refresh now. Hover the mouse. Slow from starting, then fast. This is the A's in. You can see that slow from starting, then fast. This is the A's in. In the same way, you can put the A's out. Okay, normal from starting. You can see that, in fact, fast from starting and slow at ending. Okay, this is the A's in and A's out. So this is the whole transition is called. I think this is not typical, this is really easy, but you can apply any of the effect. Even you can apply the transformation in it. So this is super cool. Just try it, and we'll learn some more things in the next class. Stay tuned and goodbye.